Hello dear students, today we are going to take up the new lesson which is Stephen Leacock's The Conjurer's Revenge. This is a second lesson. Now before we start the lesson, let us have a look on the author. Stephen Butler Leacock was internationally popular Canadian humorist, educator, lecturer and author. He was an author. He wrote down many books. The books were consisted of light sketch essays and some stories or some interesting writings. Leacock, his full name is Stephen Butler Leacock. Leacock was born on December 30, 1869 at Swanmore, Hampshire, England. He was the English-speaking world's best-known humorist between 1915 and 1925. His first book was Elements of Political Science, published in 1906. And for his numerous writings, he was awarded with many prestigious awards. Some of the prizes which was given to Leacock were Mark Twain Medal for Humor, the Royal Society of Canada's Lorne Pierce Medal. As I said, he wrote many books. Essays. So among them, the notable works are Sunshine Sketches of a Little Town, Arcadian Adventures with the Idle Rich. His stories are masqueraded with humor because as Leacock himself was a humorist, so his stories are filled with humor, hasya, and mainly revolved around himself and his life events. In his writings, he took daily events, life events, and added the humor, witty tactics to reveal the ideas of him. He not only gained the awards or prizes for his writings, he was designated a National Historic Person of Canada in 1968. His works reflect a noticeable satirical element, a fine line between similarity between his writings. His works contain the satirical ideas, the satirical humorical elements. Since Leacock was an educator, he used to express his perceptions, his techniques in his creative writings. The lesson, The Conjurer's Revenge, is a short story. But it gives realistic irony. It speaks about the It speaks about the irony, vyangya, the realistic irony, and that irony exposes the social weaknesses. It exposes social weaknesses through the characters. How some people would never leave their bad ideas, like pulling up others' legs, even though the opposite person is working hard. Because of these kind of people, the people who work hard suffers. So in this story there are mainly two characters. One is Quick Man and another one is Conjurer, and third part is audience. The audience, the Quick Man and the Conjurer. So as the name, the Quick Man denotes, the name itself denotes that the man who takes quick steps in defaulting conjurer. Conjurer means a magician, a magician. So the conjurer's work is to perform magic shows. In this story, the quick man plays the role of a fault finding person who is keen to see that the conjurer's reputation goes down and he is exposed in front of the audience. The Quick Man does not leave any chance which would bring defame to the conjurer. The character Quick Man resembles fault finding people, fault finders in this society. In another part, the conjurer is a skilled and talented magician who performs magic tricks for an audience. For the audience, this conjurer, he works very hard. Despite of his hard work, his patience, his talents, he does not get appreciation from the audience because of Quick Man's tactics. The Quick Man deals smartly with the troublesome. Sorry, it is not a Quick Man deals. When the conjurer performs a show, magic show, the Quick Man interrupts and he spreads gossips about this conjurer, about this magician. So this at this time the conjurer tries to ignore the Quick Man and starts to do extra tricks, but he was unable to get attention or get appreciation due to this Quick Man's mishaps. So at this point of time, the conjurer deals smartly with the troublesome Quick Man for spoiling his magic show. So what does he do? What does the conjurer do? The conjurer takes the revenge by spoiling the Quick Man's things, that also with Quick Man's consent, with his permission. So at last the Quick Man falls into the pond, falls into the tomb which he dug for others. there were there were or there are and there are people who always try to pull others, to defame others. So this short story gives us a good moral that every person, each individual is equal, unique. Each individual is unique. Everyone has their own capabilities, their abilities. So we should respect each one's limitations as well as their capabilities. We should do help others, but if we can't help others, but we should not defame or should not belittle others. So how the conjurer takes revenge to this quick man is explained, is illustrated beautifully in this small story. So let us, in the next class, let us directly go to the lesson.